Good morning everybody, how are you? This is going to be a video on the new French tanks in Armoured Warfare. And just that. So, let's have a look at what's going on. So we'll go to the vehicle line, and as you can see, we have a new one, Francine de la Roche, I think, who comes with a bunch of tanks. However, only the first start of tanks in the game are here, such as the AMX-50, the B2, the AMX-40, the C-13, the OF-40 and the AMX-13 DCA, as well as the AMX-30 B2 Premium. The AMX-10, AMX-10P and the OF-40 have also been moved to the French line as well, and the Tier 7, 8, 9, 10 as well as a Tier 9 Premium, I think, is also coming to Armoured Warfare later in the future. So let's have a look at what's up. So the first thing you can do is that you can buy the AMX-50 for 120,000 credits. Let's have a look at this then. I'm pretty sure this sound is going to get old in a while. As you can see here, it looks very much like that AMX-50 in World of Tanks. But it doesn't look bad. It looks a bit weird when you think about it, but it's French. They've always done weird things. So the whole idea of the French line is that you have choices. We can either go for a spore liner, which will increase our hit points from 150, or one which increases module durability is increased by 26%. I kind of want to go for that one, considering this is exactly a particularly heavy armor tank. We also get some smoke grenades, looks pretty standard. An improved trigger mechanism or an upgraded ammo rack, which what exactly does it do here? I'm not sure, but I think rate of fire increased by 15% is probably the way to go. We also have a shot flash suppressor and improved recoil control. I'm pretty sure accuracy is probably going to be the best thing to do for this, so let's go with that one. You also have improved gun sights, which increases vision range by 50 meters and reduces aim time by 20%, or an improved loading mechanism. So it's either that, or you can boost the reload time even more, and I think the reload time is probably going to be the best idea for this one, so let's go for that. Enhanced turret drive. That doesn't actually increase vehicle strats, it's a translation error, so improved stabilizer is probably going to be the way to go. And we also get a thermal shield or improved torsion bars, and I think the thermal shield is probably going to be the way to go on this one. Enemy camouflage factor while moving increased by 90%, enemy thermal sights reduced by 15%. Yeah, we probably want to go for that one, simply because there's going to be a lot of stuff going around. And the improved tracks is also pretty much a no-brainer in this circumstance. Let's go for you. There's not much else to go. Kind of unsure why. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's this done. Let's have a look at the next one then, which is the AMX-30 B2 Brennus. So we need to go to U, Advanced Progress, and we'll buy the B2. This is the first French tank in the game which has a autocannon. So let's have a look what's on it first. Same stats as usual, except there seems to be quite a bit more. Jesus, that is a lot of options. So first thing is the spore liner, which is hit point increased by 150. And then last we get an improved liner, which will give us 300 hit points in total. Armored liner or even more smoke grenades. That seems to be pretty cool when you think about it. So provides 5 volleys, so this gets 8. Duration of 15 seconds. So we get longer lasting smoke grenades then. Nice. So let's take up the Brennus ERA, which will hopefully help versus those heat rounds, or at least the lower tier ones, maybe missiles as well, unsure about that. Next one is improved FCS or commander sight. Obviously the FCS, 10 meters of view range isn't really that much of a big idea. Improved autoloader, of course. There's no real much point going for camouflage factor on MBTs, trust me. 105 heat shell or a autocannon. I think the heat shell is probably going to be the useful one for this. Bonus damage, bundle damage. Okay, that's pretty good. And it also fires pretty fast as well. And we also get a nice little AP shell. So let's grab you. Lastly, improved tracks. Movement speed increased off-road by 68% is pretty much just about better than the improved module. Anything that can track you will probably track you. So there's that to go. And I'm pretty sure the engine is also going to be the better choice as well. EPU. I think the accuracy and moving increased by 19% is probably going to be more better. Okay, that's pretty good as well. And then of course after we've done all this, we'll take them all out for a little test drive. In fact, I should probably keep going. Next tank is the MX-40. I should probably get used to although I have a feeling that the whole heavy armor package isn't exactly that good of a deal. I also noticed this on the test server, that you are actually better off getting the armor package for the MX-40, as it does actually do something, I believe. Let's just have a look at modifications. Spore liner again, 250 hit points, that's pretty cool. And the dozer blade does actually help quite a bit, so you are better getting that than the smoke grenades. You get 6 more volleys with the smoke grenades there, which is pretty cool. Nice. Commander sight again. Seems to be pretty logical where we're going. Improved gunner sight, improved autoloader. Obviously I want to go for the autoloader. Raider fire is always pretty good. And I think I kind of want to go for those AP shells, just saying. Next thing is up with this, so we finally get a cooling system, which enemy thermal sight's effectiveness reduced by 30%, or we get movement off-road. I'm pretty sure the movement off-road is going to be more useful. Same goes probably for the torsion bars. The turret drive isn't really going to do much in the grand scheme of things. And lastly, we also got over a ball barrel, which gives a better autocannon, which fires faster, I think. Improved transmission or improved stabilizer. Now the basic 20mm does 19 to 24 damage and has 90 penetration and 1200 meters per second. The ball barrel does I'm not really particularly sure, but I think I'll take it anyway. Seems to be pretty cute. And lastly, we have a Rock 1 camouflage, which seems to be pretty cool, and a AI targeting. So, let's have a look at the protection system here, since this is probably going to be the first French tank. So, loading via its own AP rounds. There, right at the top. That's where the dozer blade is, versus heat rounds. Not really much of a help there either, is it? AP rounds again, so at least it can't pen itself with its own autocannon. Let's have a look at this. So that thin strip where that is, it actually provides some protection. So let's take that off and put on the spore liner. Let's see if anything different happens. So, okay, this time that section of the tank is green, and it can be penned by its own autocannon rounds this time. Huh. That's pretty neat. So it looks like you might want to take that dozer blade simply for the fact you can't really be penned by your own autocannons. That actually does seem to be a pretty good reason to take it. Let's just try that again. Yes, okay. Much better protection this time. Okay, that's pretty cool. And we also got a new camo scheme as well, I think. So let's have a look at this one. It was... which one was it? It was rock. Cool. Okay, so we've got that down. Let's have a look at the rest of the line. So we've got that one. Next up is going to be the OF-40, which just has about all of that really, so we don't really need to be bothered with that tank. Might as well buy it simply for the Well, there's likely to be another camouflage achievement for getting everything, so we'll grab that. Generally speaking, and then next up we've got the AMX-13 DCA to go. Subtle movement, autocannon only, that's nice. Let's have a look at what this thing's got. So, smoke grenades, pretty cool. You also get a choice between ball barrels, which gives better damage and pen, or an improved tracking mechanism, which actually slows down the shell. So if we're going for firepower, I'm pretty sure the ball barrels will be far better for this one. Gyroscopic sight, which gives turret traversers an improved, I think the improved accuracy of firing is probably going to be the better choice for this one. And we either get a reinforced turret and improved thermal sight. Well, the turret's not really going to protect itself versus everything, so might as well better go for that thermal sight down there. Improved torsion bars, of course. Let's go for you. Detroit diesel or cooling system. Well, if it goes faster, might as well go for that one. Cool. Looks pretty nifty. It also has the radar ability, which gives vision range, spotting from camouflage, and better stuff as well. And then lastly, there is also the last French vehicle as well. Let me just check if buying a premium will actually increase the achievements by anything. So, rewards, subscribers, Faraday. Eliminate 50 enemy vehicles in PvP modes. Cool. French Strike, Iron Fist, French Collector. Okay, seven French vehicles. So let's buy that premium and see if that gives the achievement. I mean, it's only 1,000 gold, so it doesn't really help. Well, it doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things. Let's see if it gives anything. Okay, the answer is no, so we're going to have to wait for a while. Apart from that, eliminate enemy 50 enemy vehicles. Repel 75,000 damage in PvP mode. That may be slightly difficult. Deal 5,000 damage in 10 random battle modes. 5,000, 7,500 damage. Deal 10,000 damage in 10 Glops matches. And own the vehicles. Okay. So, let's just see if this has anything different compared to the Brennus. Bunch of stuff going on here. Looks to be roughly the same, I think. Probably want to go for the... So it doesn't have the Dozer Blade. Pretty cool. FCS, improved autoloader. I'll go for that one. The shot flash suppression maybe, but obviously they'll have to have some testing to do. Probably also want to go for that one. The better transmission obviously, and improved tracks. So let's see what they're like. So the AMX-30s are the same tank basically, which we don't really need to worry about, so we can just take out that one there. I think Juan might be a good idea for this one. But yeah, let's have a look how the AMX-50 actually operates. Obviously this is with no retrofits or anything, and this is basically just a very basic overview video, so any actual reviews for vehicles will be coming later. The Leopard 2 review won't be coming tomorrow, as I do not have enough time today to be able to get everything ready for it, simply because the patch dropped earlier than I expected, so the replay system usually doesn't work. So we have roughly a 5-second reload between shells. Gun depression, it's pretty decent. Duration's okay as well. Around 300 damage on average. Doesn't seem to be the fastest tank in the world, is it? Quite firepower heavy when you think about it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we have an idea of how this thing operates. Go hold down somewhere. In this point, in retrospect, maybe using the shot suppressor may be a good idea with that one. Just saying. Might not go well. And if this thing is supposed to be so slow, might want to invest in getting a acceleration bonuses. Let's see, mobility 6.39 seconds. Max speed of 54, vehicle mass is 57. Does it have a shot flash suppressor again? Okay, it does, so we might want to do that one actually. I think this might be another UI bug coming off here. Let's see if using the upgraded ammo rack and everything will actually help. And I'll see, let's have a look at those gun sights to see if something actually changes with the vehicle. I'm just messing around at the moment, so let's have a look if this actually does something. Alright. Let's take a look and see what happens. So a 6.52 time between reloads, which has gone up by quite a bit. Again, vehicle is still pretty slow when you think about it, but at least the accuracy seems to be better. Okay, so it looks like going through all of that might be a better idea. However, now we have quite a pretty long reload between shots. However, I think 6.5 seconds is okay. But as usual, investing in the autoloader stuff might be better considering what you want to do. But this again is only a tier 3, so that's up to you really. But given it's supposed to be an autoloader, having such a long time between shells is what the Sakuri, the tier 6 Brazilian TD has, and it's not a particularly good TD because of its long time between shells. Your guess is as good as mine there. So there's two more vehicles I want to try, which is going to be the AMX-40 and the 13 DCA, since obviously the AMX-30B2 is probably going to be the same one. So let's have a look at the AMX-40 then. In retrospect, is there anything else I wanted to take? So it doesn't have a flash suppressor. There's an improved autoloader though. Okay, let's have a look at what it's got. Let's go all the way through. And they all come at the front, thankfully. Gun-wise, everything, 90mm. 390 penetration is probably going to help. Heat rounds are pretty good. They're kind of comparable to those used on the Leopard 1 earlier. You only have 40 shells though, so things might get a little bit weird. And probably put the autocannon to slot 3. I'm unsure if taking Philip is going to be a wise idea. I kind of want to take Juan with everything, but that's up to me really, considering Philip is more for taking hits rather than anything else, and well, taking hits in a French tank doesn't exactly seem to be a good idea when you think about it. So let's see how this autocannon works then. Okay, the autocannon is independent of the gun, which is pretty nifty.
Identify.
And it seems to be roughly comparable to the 20mm used on stuff like the VBL. But the fact that we get a autocannon separate from the tank is pretty damn interesting.
No effect. Penetrated.
So on average it's around about 1000 damage per clip, which is pretty nifty. And it looks like you should be able to use the autocannon between shells, which again should at least give you some defense versus AFVs. In fact, quite a bit of defense.
Identify target. Hostile tank.
It kind of feels like a Leopard 1 in mobility really, but it's probably going to be more firepower based, so this is very likely to be better than the Leopard 1A5.
Target down.
Simply because autocannon and stuff. It seems to be pretty nifty so far. 712 damage with heat shells is absolutely wonderful.
Hostile PC. Penetrated.
And the fact that the autocannon fires fast instead of slow means that we'll be able to at least pop off as many shells as you can. I think having like a slow autocannon would probably be not beneficial. This is not a primary weapon, thankfully. Okay, let's see about the AMX-13 DCA then. So, 180 AP shell pen, which is pretty damn good when you think about it. Looks a bit weird, but it happens. So let's see about what this has then. Come on, AW, load. Thank you. So it has a radar module in the back and a pair of 30mm autocannons. Holy shit, that's almost 90 degrees. Nice rate of fire as well. Nice about everything really. 41, 41, 41 damage, which is roughly akin to stuff like on the Rosamax. Let's see about this radar then. Wow, Jesus. And the radar going down. Okay, so when you pop the radar up, that means you gain lots of things, but you also lose your camo factor, and I think the engine, and I think you also go slower as well. Feels that way.
Identify target. Hostile. Target
Oh,
locked.
the autocannon seems to be pretty nice, at least 40 damage is pretty decent.
Target eliminated.
180 pen is nice as well. It means you should be able to go through the lower plate of quite a few MBTs.
Correct hit. Target down.
And the 50mm penetration is pretty box standard on a 30mm autocannon.
Target eliminated. Identify target.
At the very least, a 2-second reload means you'll be able to swap easy between shells, but kind of unsure why you should be using autocannons on it to begin with.
Identify.
So, box standard, M60 over here, can't really do much to it frontally,
No effect.
which kind of sucks. What about this? High explosive shells? Not really. So, AP only may be a bit of an issue, considering unlike the other autocannon only vehicles at high tiers, such as those on the Rosamax, you at least have Peli to damage things frontally. This one doesn't, so things may be an issue. But at the very least, it does look like you'll be able to absolutely shred people once you be able to get close to them, as you can see here.
Threat destroyed.
Alright, so final thoughts being that the French line at least seems to be pretty interesting. The tanks do seem to be a little bit slow. Yeah. Seems to be pretty interesting. Obviously the achievements, I think they should have camouflage at later stages. Obviously I should be able to get to French Strike. The repel 75,000 damage. Doesn't seem to be something particularly good. Obviously you probably have to use the Ariete or the Leclercs for that. And French Thunder seems to be pretty doable as well. French Collector as well. Just buy all the things. That happens. Anyway, I'll be doing a stream of these things later today. Definitely come and watch it. And Wednesday tomorrow is the Armored Warfare Bounty Hunt, where I'll be using the Tier 6 French main battle tank. So for now, take care guys, and I'll see you all in a couple of hours. Bye!